Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and do Sony news. Oh yes, Sony news. So if you stumbled across this, we're right now in the third part. So you can go watch the second and the first part, please, because we skipped General and Microsoft. But if you really don't give a fuck about them, just keep on watching now. So we're going to start right now.
The PSP Go has officially been announced, although we already knew it was coming out.
Yeah, a leaked video was showing it. So pretty much the LCD is half an inch smaller than the original PSP, and it still only has one analog stick. Fucking shit, Sony, are you serious?
Yeah, it's going to have 16 gigs of free space, but no UMD ports. So you're going to have to download all your games from the PSN network.
Yeah, that's not going to replace the UMDs. It's not a PSP 2. It's just a revamp of the PSP, and it's going for $250.
So get ready to go on October 1st. There's a new MGS title coming out for the PSP, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. That's going to take place after Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater in Costa Rica. You're going to see the rise of Outer Heaven with Big Boss.
Ooh, no government, so they're going to be peacefully. That's why it's called Peace Walker. And also, it's going to be a little spin-off because Kojima's writing it, directing it, producing it, he's doing everything. So it's a real hard storyline, no little gay shit like acid and shit.
Yeah, developers of Metal Gear Solid 4 and Kojima are teaming up to make this game. So you know what? This is going to be awesome. So get ready to walk peacefully in 2010.
Alright, so remember Little Big Planet, you know, it was pretty good. Everybody liked it and stuff. Well, imagine that and Mario Kart put together as one. And that is exactly what Mod Nation Racers is. You can create your own karts, racers, anything you want.
Yeah, and the good thing is you can create your own tracks too. You can put whatever scenery you want, trees, houses, power-ups, to make it look sexy.
Ooh, little sexy track. And the best thing is that you can put it up on the internet and people can download it all around the world, including your cards and your racers. So get ready to race, create, and share for 2010.
We got some good info on Uncharted 2. The story goes that Nathan Drake is trying to find Marco Polo's last treasure. He then runs into one of his friends named Chloe, and bad things start happening to him. He starts getting shot at, starts falling off of things, and the dark side comes out of him.
Ooh, the dark side. This game is actually going to feature a 3-player co-op, which is a weird number. 3 players? There's usually 4. And competitive multiplayer modes.
Yeah, you can get the beta if you reserve Infamous or if you're a core subscriber.
So get ready to play Marco Polo on November 2009. Rockstar North, the creators of Grand Theft Auto and Manhunt, are now creating an ultimate espionage action game called Agents.
All we know right now is that it takes place during the 1970s, during the hype of the Cold War. And don't worry, get ready to be
Secret Agent
to be announced. Are you ready for another racing game? Well, Gran Turismo 5 was just announced. They're going to be partnered with NASCAR and World Rally Championship.
And now they're actually going to focus on putting vehicular damage a first time for the series.
So get ready to burn some rubber and crash some cars in 2010.
So a lot of people have to know about this game since it's so massive, if you know what I mean, no pun intended. The game is called MAG. From what I saw, you have to use a lot of teamwork. It looks like Call of Duty 4, Battlefield Bad Company, very large scale. You can't miss a beat, always be communicating, can't be running off alone. You have to work with your squad together to tackle the objective.
Yeah, exactly what he said. You have to be very team-oriented. You know, you have to stick with your team, communicate a lot. Zipper and Sony here have a big chance either to make a great game or a great flop. I mean, they have 256 people online at the same time. It's either going to be very great or just lag. So get ready for some something in fall 2000.
Alright, so the next game we're talking about is God of War 3. If you know what God of War 3 is, you're living under a rock, seriously. This is the last game in the initial trilogy.
So let's go to Micro for some more info.
God of War 3 is an expected installment in the God of War series, currently in development for the PlayStation 3. The game was announced at E3 2008. God of War 3 takes place right after the events of God of War 2, with Kratos upon Gaia's back eager to exact vengeance on the gods and make them suffer. As seen in the trailers, the whereabouts of the Blades of Olympus is unknown, even though Kratos has been wielding a blade at the ending of God of War 2. Little information has been released on the battle between the gods and the Titans that will help explain the end of Greek mythology. More recent footage shows Helios on his knees with a bloody face. Kratos is also in the picture grasping the god's head and tearing it off with his bare hands. At E3 2009, gameplay footage was shown live during Sony's press conference. The game showed familiar gameplay from the previous installments as well as some new. For instance, Kratos can grab an enemy and use it in a battering ram-like action to push through other enemies. The number of enemies on screen has been increased to 50, as opposed to the maximum of 15 in previous God of War installments. The game director Stig Amundsen claimed that the hardware of the PlayStation 3 will allow more flexibility in creating the characters of God of War 3 and to allow for further interactions with the environment. My first impression rating for this title is a 4.7 out of 5. Will Kratos and the Titans seek victory? Find out March 2010.
So thanks, Mikey, for the third time. That was some good news. You know, another for sure buy. Another one. Mikey, I love your review.
This is not even a first thought. It's just, thank you. Have a nice day.
Now just go right now. I feel like you want to go reserve right now.
Right
Let's
now.
go.
Right now.
Let's go.
PlayStation 3 will be getting a double dose of Final Fantasy next year with Final Fantasy 14. Yes, I said it. 14.
Isn't 13 just announced?
Yes, and 14.
That's pretty cool. It's gonna be a massive multiplayer online game, and it's probably gonna be released after Final Fantasy 13.
So get ready to get a double dose of fantasies
In your head.
2010.
And some jacking Nintendo news.
Sony does it again. They copied almost exactly what the Wii remote looks like. The only difference is that it's black and it has a ball on top of it. And they're saying, oh yeah, this is a prototype, and we're still working on it. This is demo only of it.
Yeah, they know it's gonna be the same exact crap, bro. Seriously. The only thing that you could do different is plug in the iToy, and it actually puts you in the game. It's pretty cool, you know. Draw some graffiti, play as a little gun and stuff, little dart gun, little tennis and stuff, but little mini games, not really.
Yeah, so just get ready to be virtualized to be announced. Gran Turismo PSP has finally been announced. It's been a talk since 04.
And it's gonna include 35 tracks, 800 cars, and running a smooth 60 frames per second.
So get ready to burn some rubber on the PSP October 1st.
PSP.
You can expect Lost Planet 2 to be out for the PS3.
Yeah, I remember when like Microsoft was like, no, it's an exclusive. Well, guess what? It's multi-platform now.
So get ready to find your way around the Last Planet next year.
Alright, so that's all for Sony news. So Tata, what announcement made you happy, excited, all funny inside?
Well, I had 3. Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, MAG, and God of War 3, of course.
For sure, and you already know mine. We went to go reserve it a little while back. So that's pretty much it. Now let me guide you guys. Alright, so this is the third part, guys. We're going to the fourth and final part, which is right there. Nintendo, the last one. If you don't give a fuck about Nintendo, just go watch it either way, because the outro's there. And if you missed the 2 last ones, they're right there, little ones, right there. General and Microsoft, right there. So we'll give you a little time to pick it if you're too, you know, I don't know what to pick, You're gay. Snake!